The very first item Link ever gets in the Legend of Zelda series is the sword. In a game where combat is a core component, the sword makes perfect sense. Learn how to use it early since you'll be using it from now until the credits roll. As the Zelda series progressed and the mythology deepened, Link and this combat component became tied in with courage, which alongside wisdom and power is one of the 3 Triforce pieces, the symbol that ultimately represents perfect balance if harnessed correctly. There's a wonderful synergy present then between Link and the player as both grow in courage the more they battle. By the end, both Link and the player are running towards danger, taking down larger foes each time as they grow to learn that they have it in themselves to be courageous. But now we have Echoes of Wisdom, a game featuring Zelda herself as the protagonist in an experience where combat is replaced as the primary game component with object manipulation. It makes sense then that the first item Zelda ever gets isn't a sword but a wand, giving her the power to summon and stack objects and creatures in order to solve the world's challenges. Like the title of the game suggests, this idea of wisdom sits at the core of the game as Zelda collects knowledge in the form of echoes, which she can then bring back out into the real world. But knowledge alone isn't wisdom, is it? Is the player really growing in wisdom as they play as Zelda, like they grew in courage while playing as Link? What's most impressive about Echoes of Wisdom is its understanding of the difference between wisdom and knowledge, not just in its gameplay but in its storytelling as well. For example, there's a moment during the late game during an event where the young Darston, the new chief of the Goron tribe, is having a hard time with his new role of leading the tribe in the wake of his father's passing. Unlike his father, Darston is a studied and calculated Goron. His bedroom is filled with books scattered on tables and floors with maps sprawled over rocks. With so much danger happening around the tribe, the Gorons look to Darston to lead the way, and so he nervously consults with his slate, the 56 nuggets of wisdom his father left him, as a guide to being a great Goron leader. Now, these nuggets of wisdom are profound in their own way. Nuggets of wisdom number 34, a breakdown can lead to a breakthrough. That's pretty good. Nuggets of wisdom number 11, choose stuff before you do stuff. I love that one. Nuggets of wisdom number 2, get your hands moving and your head will follow. Depending on the right context, sure, that's a good one as well. But during this time, Darston fumbles his way through, not quite sure how all these nuggets of wisdom apply to the problems at hand. But there's a really special moment when faced with a group of monsters where he considers nuggets of wisdom number 8. Don't look down, look up. He doesn't quite understand but tries it out anyway, and upon looking up, notices some boulders on the ceiling. Then, using his knack for math, executes a perfect ground pound, and the boulders take out the enemies. It's in this moment where the game demonstrates a profound understanding about wisdom, because knowledge only remains knowledge until it's converted to wisdom through experience. This is a great allegory for Echoes of Wisdom as a whole, a game where only through experience can Zelda convert her knowledge about objects and creatures into something useful. And this wisdom is refined as she tries different things across a wide array of situations and environments. As players controlling Link and other games improve in their ability to swing the sword, players improve in their ability to assess a moment and apply their knowledge to solve a problem as Zelda. But what's more, each player's application of wisdom during their playthrough will depend on their own preferences. Someone's personal choice of scaling vertically or horizontally or defeating an enemy completely depends on their own unique perspective. And there's a beautiful moment when Darston comes to the understanding that he's not going to be the kind of chief his father was, because he isn't his father. He's Darston. At the end of this event with Darston, he comes to realize something about his father's slate, in that while the words on it are valuable, Darston can't be a great chief if all he's doing is staring at it. He has to keep his eyes up and see what works best for him. And with this, he prepares to smash the slate. In this moment, we actually see the Triforce in perfect balance. Courage to do something daring, the physical power to break the slate, all driven by the newly acquired wisdom in that knowledge requires experience to really be useful. Or as Nugget of Wisdom number 56 says, get creative with what you've got.